Pretty impressive, and it's nice to see all the renovations and see that Purdue basketball for both the men and the women are going to be first class and kind of back with the rest of the Big Ten. It was fun to be back. I thought our kids really competed and was happy with our defensive effort. We were kind of ran out of bodies late, but I thought we did a nice job.
Go ahead with questions for Coach.
Yeah, awesome. Just what they do, you had it to 4 there to start the second half. Did they do anything differently? Did you feel like you didn't react well to?
Well, I think Coach Verse did a nice job getting them to really pick up their defense. And for us, we talked about if we were going to be in the game, we had to get back on defense and not have turnovers. Well, we started to kind of let them get out in the open floor and turn it over a little bit, and that kind of I think caused the run. And the other part about it for us is we're not incredibly deep, and so when we had they kind of hit a wall there in the second half, and Purdue, they can just keep running them in and out, and that was the difference in the game.
Can you talk a little bit about the newcomers and how you think they performed?
Well, I was very impressed with Nevin. I mean, Nevin really stepped out, and obviously I know Purdue didn't have a scouting report on her, but she's very versatile inside and out, and to be able to step into the this atmosphere and play at the confidence she did, was impressive. And then Alex Thompson did a nice job. I mean, she played 32 minutes. She's a calming influence, doesn't throw it away very much, and so I think our freshmen showed that that'll be a big help this season.
Austin, you mentioned Alex and described it as a calming influence. Is that pretty typical for her on a day-to-day basis, practices and everything?
Yeah, she's been great. She was great in our scrimmage. She had 18 in our exhibition game. I told her I started her, going on the road, I wasn't really sure, but I trust her, and I think as a coach there's just an internal feeling when you got people out on the floor. I trust her with the basketball. She knows what we're doing, and she rebounds, and so those are things that I think that she kind of embodies kind of the direction we want to go with our program, and so she was good today.
Any more questions for Coach? Go ahead.
Where does this set you up heading into the St. Francis game?
Well, as I told them, I said, your hardest game usually is kind of a ways down the road, but our hardest game was the first game of the season. If we play another game like this, we make it to the NCAA tournament. So from now on out, it gets a little easier, and I think we'll have a week to prepare for St. Francis.
Just have you been back recently, and what are your impressions that you sort of mentioned earlier, just of the?
Yeah, I was back for the men's practice a few weeks ago and was able to see it, but to see it up close and personal, I mean, I'm just excited as a former Boilermaker because I really feel like now, when I was playing, we would go to the Wisconsins, the Ohio States, and they had these unbelievable facilities, and not that we didn't, but I knew as an in-state guy, that recruiting-wise, that's hard, and so, now to have everything that they have, man, I think you're going to see both programs. Not only are they doing well now, but I think they're both going to continue to rise as they have these nice facilities.
Austin, forgive me if this has been asked to you often, but could you describe the one adjustment from going from playing collegiately to coaching basketball at the high school level, and then is there another type of adjustment that you've gone through from coaching high school to now where you're currently at right now?
Well, I never coached high school. I went right into college, but going from men's to women's, I would say obviously there's some differences there. I don't really coach them a whole lot different, but the big thing I think with coaching women versus coaching men, the women really listen, and they do a great job of listening, but they really listen, and so you better know what you're talking about and know what you're saying, because they won't forget it 3 months down the road. So that's something that I've been, kind of different, kind of new, for me, is I've switched sides from the men to the women.
Sorry for the brain fart there.
No, it's okay.
Any more questions for Coach? Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.